Alright, so we got every orc clan explained in 9 minutes. Let's go. Bro, by the way, shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. And other than that, let's get right to it. Let's go.
Biggest, meanest, and most brutal orcs around. If other orcs like building fancy guns or souping up their rides, Goffs prefer to settle things the old-fashioned way.
All right. Before we even get into this, y'all know how I am with, with orcs and stuff like that. Y'all know they cheated my boy Vulcan. They jumped him. It was really unfair. It was totally unfair. Vulcan, he got snuck up on, bro. Close that back door so you can't get snaked by your homies. Bro, he got snaked up on. This is why I don't like the orcs, bro. They jumped my boy Vulcan. They're pitiful, they're shameful, they're distasteful, they're every single bad word in the dictionary, bro, and I'll never support them. But for y'all, I know y'all love them, so y'all know I love y'all, so we're gonna do them.
With their fists, choppas, and as much raw violence as possible. They're not just the biggest orcs, but they also make sure everyone knows it by bashing heads in until no one argues otherwise.
Look at this, he got the underbite of Doomerson. Look at this. Yo, he got a tooth to stick it. Yo, hey, first of all, how you close your mouth, but you got a tooth sticking all the way up? This is ridiculous, bro. And y'all see why I don't like them, bro. Look at them. Bro, listen, I'm not Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Michael B. Jordan, but bro's hideous. I'm sorry, bro. Say what you want about me, bro. I look like Diddy Kong, Jackie Chan, and Chris Tucker had a baby, whatever, Mbappe. Y'all heard it all. Yo, he's hideous, bro. We need to leave him in 2013, bro, because that's where he from, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Honestly.
They don't mess around with flashy colors either. Goffs are all about black armor with a signature checkered pattern because they don't need to look pretty when they're already the best at fighting, and they do fight a lot. They form massive mobs that bulldoze straight into the enemy lines with no subtlety, no fancy plans, just pure brute force.
And they jump people too. And yo, let's not forget, Yo, the professor, tell him, they jump people too, bro. Like, they don't play fair.
The only strategy a Goff needs is to hit harder and keep hitting until there's nothing left standing. Their love for hand-to-hand combat is reflected in how they fight. While other orcs might bring tanks, bikes, or massive guns, Goffs opt for the simple approach, swinging big choppas and power claws. They appreciate the use of trucks and other transports to get into battle faster. And they also love their big, stompy war machines like Def Dreads and Stompus, because a giant walking death machine is great to stay in the thick of the fight. Due to their clan's size and way of life, Goffs tend to grow at an extremely fast rate, and they have produced some of the most legendary war bosses in orc history. Among them is also Deathskulls, the most powerful warlord the galaxy has ever seen. Under his leadership, the Goffs have waged some of the biggest waghs in history, proving time and time again that when it comes to a fight, no one does it better than them. Bad Moons. They are the wealthiest orcs in the galaxy thanks to a special genetic trait.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I might not dislike all the orcs. Yo, orcs they got chains and diamonds and gold? Orcs got Rolexes? Wait a minute. Hold up. They got gold teeth? They got gold grills? Okay. Hey, I might not Hey, what's this? Bad Moons? Yo, Bad Moons. I might make an exception. I don't think Vulcan ran into these guys. Hey, they would. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Vulcan and these guys, the Bad Moons, they would instantaneously, bro. Like they would like each other, bro. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the Bad Moons, they got drip.
In fact, the main currency of orc society are teeth. And through some weird quirk in their biology, Bad Moons' teeth grow faster than any other orcs.
Look at that, he got the gold teeth.
Wealth translates to them being the flashiest orcs and sporting the bigger, shinier, and shootier guns.
By the way, make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below. It's free. You don't have to donate, sub, whatever. It's free. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. I don't know if I told you all that, but yeah.
Bad Moons are obsessed with firepower. While other orcs love choppas and a good old-fashioned brawl, these gits prefer to blast their enemies apart from a distance with custom shooters, flashy mega blasters, and anything else that makes a ton of noise. Their armies are filled with the best guns teeth can buy, and their warbands are often led by flash gits, orc pirates armed with the most ridiculous, over-the-top weapons imaginable. You'll always spot a Bad Moon a mile away because they refuse to be subtle. Their armor and banners are painted bright yellow, the color orcs associate with wealth and better explosions. They also cover themselves in gold, jewelry, and as many fancy bits as they can carry.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. These guys ain't that bad. These guys ain't bad at all. I'm gonna keep it real. I like these dudes, bro. They're drippy. They're dressed out. They're fly. I like these guys a lot.
Other orcs think they're a bit too posh, but they don't mind. That said, all this
Hey, I
wealth
like
does
'em.
have one big downside. Every other orc wants to rob them. Bad moons are constant.
See, yeah. Hey, let this be a lesson to y'all in life, y'all. When y'all start making that money and whatever you doing, y'all, you know, it's your own people. Yeah, bro, you know what I'm talking about. It's your own people. Yep. Y'all ever heard the thing? What was it called? Crabs in a bucket, bro. It'd be y'all own people stealing from y'all, doing y'all dirty, taking your money, setting you up, bro. It'd be your own people. Y'all, listen. I'm telling y'all, bro. Let this be a lesson. It be y'all own people doing y'all dirty, bro. Taking your bread and everything. Be careful. Even the own orcs. The orcs that I like are getting robbed by the other orcs because they're jealous and they're broken. They're miserable. See? Yo, let this be, a tip for like real life, y'all. Bro, when you got that bread, you got that money, whatever, bro. Yo, distance yourself. Distance yourself, bro. Real life. It gets like that.
Getting beaten up by Goffs, robbed by Deathskulls, or extorted by big
Haters,
war
bro.
bosses who want to cut
I
your
actually
loot.
like these dudes,
But they
y'all.
don't care too much. Their teeth just grow back, and they can always buy more DACA. Evil Sunz. If it ain't fast, it ain't worth it. That's the philosophy of the Evil Sunz. No orc clan loves speed more than these lunatics. They live for the thrill of charging straight into battle at full throttle. To
Okay.
an evil sun, red is the only possible color choice, as orcs believe that red paint makes things go faster, and the evil suns take this to the extreme, slapping red paint on everything they own, from their bikes and war buggies to their own armor.
That looks hard.
If they can make
That
something
looks
go
hard.
faster, they'll do it, even if it means strapping a rocket to it and seeing what happens. Their armies are filled with speed freaks, orcs obsessed with high-speed warfare. They race into battle on war bikes, trucks, and buggies, leaving behind clouds of dust, burning rubber, and the smoking wreckage of anything.
All right, they look fun. All right, okay. Yo, hey, all right. Maybe all the orcs ain't that bad, man. They look fun.
Enough to stand
look
in
fun.
their way. They
look
also pack
fun.
a ton of DACA, favoring guns that can fire rapidly while they zoom past their enemies. While other orcs prefer a good, brutal melee, the evil suns don't have the patience for that. They hit hard, hit fast, and then move on before anyone can react.
Okay.
Their warbands rarely stay in one place for long, constantly on the move in search of bigger fights and faster rides. Blood axes. If there's one thing other orcs agree on, it's that blood axes are a bunch of sneaky gits. Unlike the rest of their kind,
I don't like
they
them.
actually use tactics,
I don't
something
like them.
absolutely unthinkable for all the other orc clans. Instead of mindlessly charging in, blood axes plan their attacks, use cover, and even retreat when a fight isn't going their way, even though they'll probably call it tactical repositioning if you were to confront them about it. They also wear camouflage, which makes no sense to the rest of the greenskins.
No.
After all, why would an orc try to hide when all that's going to do is delay the fight?
I don't
They're
like
also
them.
the only orcs who trade with humans and other species, sometimes even working as mercenaries. They've been known to take jobs from imperial commanders, fight alongside rogue traders, and occasionally switch sides in the middle of a battle if the other team offers more DACA.
That's crazy work. Bro, man, yo, I knew these orcs were nasty work. They're switching sides mid-battle if they offer more money or, what is it called? DACA? Are you serious? So you're telling me mid-battle, I can have the blood axes on my side. And if the other team is offering more DACA, they're like, oh, you said 2.8 million DACA. 3.5 million DACA. Bro, there you go. Slit. Bro, knife in the back. It's over. Wow, that's ridiculous, bro.
Of course, this makes them deeply untrustworthy to other orcs who see them as not proper orcs. On the battlefield, blood axes use a mix of brute force and actual strategy. Their distinctive unit is the Commando, stealthy orcs who sneak behind enemy lines to sabotage supplies or launch surprise attacks. They also make good use of air power, often deploying squadrons of Deathskulls to scout ahead or rain destruction from above. They might not be as loud or brutal as other clans, but the blood axes' unpredictable nature makes them some of the most terrifying orcs out there. Snakebites. If Goffs embody the current orc way of life, the Snakebites take the crown as the most pure.
Man, they look like if the Incredible Hulk just met Bebe in the hood. This is look at Bebe's kids. Look at them. This is ridiculous, bro. Look at this. Snakebites.
And traditional of all clans.
By the way, the blood axes, whatever. Oh, I don't like them. I do not like them, bro. Especially after hearing that they will like trade on you mid battle. If they're offered more DACA, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. How about you DACA your ass back to the streets, yo? Are you serious? If I'm in, yo, I said it 10 seconds ago. If I'm in mid battle, bro, and I get a knife in my back from a blood axle because he took what 500,000 more DACA than me, bro, I would be sick to my stomach, bro. Close that back though, can't get snaked by your homies. Man, I would be sick. I'll be sick as a dog right now, bro.
These orcs stick to the old ways, big rudimental choppas, tough animal hides, and a whole lot of squigs. They see themselves as the real orcs the way Gork and Mork intended, and they don't need any flashy tech to win their battles. Snakebites grow up in brutal conditions. Young orcs are tossed into the wild to survive on their own, and their coming-of-age ritual involves getting bitten by a venomous snake. If they live, they're considered proper snakebites. This makes them tough. Poison, disease, even gunfire doesn't take them down as easily as other orcs.
So you telling me I gotta get? Whoa, hold up. Let's let's break this down like we're in chemistry class, like we're in biology class. So you telling me I gotta get bit by a snake for me to be in this crew? Is this what we're doing? So like, what if I? What if the snake bite was too much for me? Like what if like what if that's it? Like I'm just not worthy to be in the crew? Are we serious? See, he looked like he got bit by a snake bite. All the venom and everything went straight to his face. Even though he got like a little Giga Chad, like little whatever, like jawline or whatever. Man, his face is in shambles, bro. It looked like somebody just ripped his face apart and tried to put it back together. This is ridiculous, bro. He got teeth growing in like next to his nose, bro. Like, look at his face. His face looks hairy. Like, what do we...
They ride into battle on squigs and massive war beasts, breeding creatures that other orcs barely understand, like squiggiths and even gargantuan squiggiths.
Man, what is that?
Monstrosities that can flatten...
Man, what is... Yo, really? Orcs, y'all just got anything and everything in y'all... Like, huh? Look at this, y'all. Yo, why does this thing got a nose ring? Yo, why does this have a nose ring? Why does this thing have armor? See, this is what I be saying. This is what I be saying, y'all. Hey, Warhammer's full of just nasty, just wacky critters, bro. This ain't even an orc, bro. This is like a snake and like a snake and a dragon. Just like, I don't know what this is, bro, but this is diabolical, bro. Like, bro, it got a nose ring, like
tanks underfoot.
It got the Tupac nose
melee,
ring.
Their psychic weird boys are some of the strongest in orc society, capable of channeling enough power to devastate hordes of enemies.
Thanos!
Other orcs see snakebites as backwards and stubborn, but no one denies their raw strength. When the waagh calls, they charge in alongside the others, proving that brute force and orky cunning are all you really need. Deathskulls. The ultimate...
The snakebites, they're not that bad, but I don't know, like... They're whatever, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't hate them, but at the same time, I don't really like them or nothing like that. I'll probably say my favorite is the moons. What are they called? Something moons or whatever. They're my favorite.
Scavengers and
I
thieves
actually
of
like
society.
them.
If they can't win a battle, they'll steal whatever they can and call it a victory anyway.
Ooh.
These sneaky gits are notorious looters, and if it's not nailed down, a Deathskull will find a way to nick it. They have a reputation for swarming battlefields right after the fighting ends, ripping weapons, armor, and even body parts off anything still twitching.
Ooh.
But they're not just random kleptomaniacs. Deathskulls make great use of their loot, strapping all sorts of mismatched weapons to their shooters, patching together armor from different enemies, and creating some of the weirdest but deadliest war machines. Their obsession with luck is another big part of their identity. They paint themselves and their gear blue, believing it makes them luckier, and since orc beliefs warp reality, it actually does. Other orcs don't trust them, mostly because Deathskulls will steal from their own side without hesitation. But when a waagh kicks off, every war boss wants at least a few Deathskulls in their ranks, because they will create some devastating tools with whatever loot they can find. Freebooters.
They not that bad. The little Deathskulls, whatever, they not bad. They're alright. Yeah.
Orcs who got kicked out of their clans can either try to fit back in or double down and end up in the Freebooters. These outcasts act as the mercenaries and pirates of orc society, ready to raid, plunder, and fight for the highest bidder.
Oh, so this is like an all-star team of just like menaces. Okay.
Freebooters love fancy hats, loud coats, and collect an absolutely obnoxious amount of trophies from their past victories. Unlike regular orcs, they don't fight just for fun, they expect to get paid. Their bosses, who call themselves captains, run their war bands like pirate crews, making sure there's always loot to go around, or at least enough to keep the boys from mutinying. In battle, freebooters bring an unpredictable mix of tactics and tech since their warbands are made up of orcs from all different clans. They'll take the best guns from the Bad Moons, the speed of the evil Sunz, and the brute force of the Goffs, creating warbands that are fast, deadly.
So this whole squad is basically just like it's like a, not a randomized like type of squad, but like obviously like you said, this squad has like the pirates and like the mercenaries or whatever. Like, so obviously like this squad is like it's like a big all-star team basically. And then they basically using like different weapons from like different like, you know, groups of like orcs and stuff like that. So okay, I understand that. Okay.
And completely insane. They even take on mercenary work from other races until they decide to turn on them, of course.
Okay.
At the end of the day, a freebooter only cares about two things.
I mean, they're pirates,
getting rich
bro.
and getting a good scrap. And if they can do both at the same time, even better. Minor clans and feral orcs. The clans we just covered encompass the vast majority of all orcs, but not all of them. There's still a couple more groups worth mentioning. The first are feral orcs. These exist when a planet gets hit with orc spores, but there's no existing orc presence to guide their development. Without a leader and proper war gear, they never progress past the tribal stage. This might sound similar to Snakebites, but feral orcs lack the numbers and established culture of the Snakebites clan. And finally, we have the minor orc clans that don't fit into the standard mold. Some are just variations of existing clans, while others follow their own strange traditions. This is where orc players can get creative, making up their own warbands with custom colors, cultures, and fighting styles. This concludes our video. I hope you liked it, and
That last squad is, I mean, that last squad is the freebooters or whatever, like the free whatever. They're not that bad. I like them. Bro, my favorite is the Bad Moons, y'all. My favorite is the Bad Moons. I actually like them, bro. They're the only orcs that I like. Everybody else is booty water, disgusting, bologna meat, salami meat, you know, just chicken waste, yo. I don't like them. But the Bad Moons, I like them a lot. Comment down below, what is y'all favorite orcs group? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. And if you guys did, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video. And if you guys want to, make sure you guys like my Twitch down below. And I'm going to see you later next time out. Peace out, everybody.